someday I am going to buy myself a Mercedes G Wagon. And today might be the day. Good morning, you guys. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new around here, I'm Amy from Rebel Nutrition, and today Eric and I have a very bougie day planned. We are going to lunch at the Ivy, which is just like iconic place in West Hollywood. It's really good food too. And then we're going to do something that I have been literally dreaming about since I started my business almost 4 years ago. And I thought to myself, you know, someday I am going to buy myself a Mercedes G Wagon. And I didn't know when that day would be. Today might be the day. I'm very excited. I'm honestly not somebody who's like super into cars, but I have loved G-Wagons forever. I just think that they're so cool looking. And I found out from the new tax CPA person that I'm working with that because they're so heavy, they're actually considered to be a business vehicle, which makes them a write-off. So I was like, you know what? The stars have aligned. This year I have passed, I think, 1.5 million in revenue, which is definitely my biggest year ever, and I think it's time for me to buy my dream car. So I'm obviously going to be taking you guys with me. So it's going to be really fun. What we're going to do is go test drive some vehicles. Hopefully they have some. I guess there's like a huge shortage with cars in general right now. So we're going to go to the Beverly Hills Mercedes dealership and just see what they have available, see what colors they have, things like that. I'm assuming that the one that I want is probably going to be custom because I'm very specific about details, but we'll see. I'll take you guys with me. Then we'll go to lunch and then we might do some shopping. So it's going to be a really fun day and I can't wait to take you guys with me. I don't know if I've had too much caffeine today or if I'm just really excited, but I'm like literally shaking. Okay, Eric's driving. We are headed to the dealership right now. And I don't know, for those of you who've been following Rebel Nutrition for a long time, this is such a big deal for me because I actually started my business working out of my car. I'm gonna try and find a picture of Black Beauty because a lot of times when I started my business, I would work out of that car, which was like just such a piece of crap. And there was duct tape on the sunroof because it was like so crappy and like water would leak through. So it was just a whole situation. But the reason that I worked in it is because it had AC and the tiny hut that we lived in at the time in Hawaii was very hot. So I would get like so sweaty if I was trying to work in that hut. So I would sit in my car and turn the AC on and work out of there. So that's why this is such a big deal for me. Also, the fact that every car that I've ever driven at this point has either been bought by my dad or my husband. So this is like just really a momentous occasion and I'm so excited to take you guys with me. You guys, I just drove a G-Wagon for the first time. I mean, such an upgrade from every car I've ever driven before. It was very nice. The downside is I realized the price that I had in my mind and had gotten like okay with paying, basically, I guess there's a huge shortage with I think any car, but even more so with G-Wagon. Because I was thinking I kind of wanted to like custom order so I can choose the exterior and the interior. And she was like, yeah, you would probably be looking at 27, 28. And I'm like, the year 27, 28? So that would be like 5-6 years away. And the only vehicles that they're getting in right now that are available to buy are basically orders that other people have made that they've canceled. So the one that we just drove is the only one at this dealership that they have available, and it's basically selling for double the normal price because of the shortage. So now I'm like, okay, I need to like take some time to digest this and think about this a little bit more because I still want the car, but it's a lot more than I had originally thought. Okay, we are walking to lunch now in Beverly Hills. And another quick update. So the lady at the last dealership was basically saying that there are no vehicles available. The only time at any dealership that you even have a chance of getting the car that I want is if somebody who pre-ordered it decides that they don't want it anymore. So it's just kind of random. And she's like, the one that we have right now is probably gonna sell today, and then I don't know when we'll get another one. And so I was like, well, F, that's like makes it sound like it's the only one left in California. Anyways, we called this other dealership that's like 45 minutes away from here, and we asked them, and then he was like, oh yeah, we have the color that you want. It's a different model, but he still made it sound like they have a couple available. So now I'm like wondering if the lady is just kind of a bullshitter, and like that's why car salesmen get a really bad rap. maybe? I don't know. So we'll see. Yeah, Eric's nodding his head. Yes. I should have said salespeople, not salesmen, but either way, you get the point. We're gonna look around. That was kind of my thought. I was like, I believe you, but I'm gonna still do my own research and like ask around. Ooh, this is the Altman Brothers wall. For those of you who don't know, I'm a big $1 Million Listing fan, so this is a big deal. Maybe Heather and Josh are in there. Should we go say hi? Okay, you guys, we just finished lunch and now we are headed to another dealership. This one we looked up online and it looks like they have quite a few different G-Wagon colors and options. So we will find out if the last lady was lying pretty soon, but we are almost there. So I think we're gonna test drive the 550 because we already drove the G63, which is like the faster version, a little bit more expensive too. So we'll see. 181. Okay, so we just got finished at the second dealership and the first lady wasn't completely full of crap, but she kind of was because she made it seem like we would never find any other G-Wagons and we had to buy that one. This dealership actually had tons of G-Wagons, so she lied about that, but what she wasn't lying about is the fact that I guess G-Wagons in general always have a markup like above what it says on like the Mercedes-Benz website. Just right now because of the shortage, it's even more. So it really is true. And of course the color that I really want, which is like the matte black, is even more. So now I didn't obviously buy anything right now. I'm in between the white one that I showed you guys and then the matte black that we actually test drove. And I'm just trying to decide because I actually, and this sounds so weird, but like the vibe of the white one just was better. Like the inside, I think because it was a brand new vehicle, it smelled really good and I really liked just, it was like really plain black. And then the interior of the matte black one, I didn't like as much. So it's basically, I like the outside of one of them and I like the inside of one of them. And now I'm trying to decide, well, which one matters to me more. So that's a lot of rambling to tell you guys that I didn't make a decision yet, but I also don't like being pressured into decisions. It's a big commitment. It's a big decision for me financially. So I'm going to think about it and I think we'll probably end up going back next week, just do a little bit more research, and then I want to feel like really good about my decision before I purchase it. And of course I will bring you guys with me whenever I do. Hi guys, so it has been like 3 days since we went to that last dealership, and honestly, me and Eric, we've both spent hours searching the internet for different G-Wagons because there's really not that many available. So we did actually find one near us. It's about 30 minutes away in Santa Monica. They have a white exterior and white interior, which sounds interesting. So we're gonna go check that one out. But honestly, I just keep going back and forth with what I want because I like the white and the matte black so much. And then there's two different models. There's the G63 and the 550. And one is significantly more expensive than the other, but I like the way it looks a lot more. So I think I'm leaning towards that one, but I'm still not sure. This is the first time I've ever made like any decision about a car for myself. So I'm really having a hard time, but we're going to the dealership right now. So I will show you guys what that car looks like in just a second.
Hello.
Here we go. I'm so fancy. I think we may have found the one. Eric's sitting in the driver's seat because that's probably where he'll be most of the time, but I can't wait to show you guys. Oh my gosh, it has been a crazy like 12 hours. So we left that dealership last night and I thought that I had made my decision. I was gonna go with the polar white with the white interior. I love the way it looks. I think we got some clips of it and the guy was gonna give me a really good price on it. I'm like, let's do it, wrap it up, I'll take it. And then he's like, oh wait, the one that he thought he had available wasn't going to get in before the end of the year, and I need to purchase the vehicle before the end of the year to get the tax deduction for 2021. So I was like, well, that kind of defeats the whole purpose if I'm not going to get the tax deduction. So I was like, okay, fine. So we left there. I contacted this other dealership in San Francisco who has another one that's matte black with white interior, which I like. And last night we kind of on a whim decided we're gonna head out to San Francisco today. So like literally we're leaving in 30 minutes to get on a flight to go to San Francisco, look at this vehicle, made all the plans, booked the hotel, and then a couple hours ago, the guy from the dealership from last night was like, oh wait, we figured out a way for you to get the vehicle you want before the end of the year. I was like, we have already made all these plans now to go to San Francisco. So I'm really just, my mind has been all over the place. We've been like rushing to make all these plans, do all these things. I'm like, gotta finish this vlog. So I'm gonna wrap up this vlog here and to be continued on the G-Wagon search because I'm gonna start a new vlog going to San Francisco and taking you guys behind the scenes with that because I think we're gonna explore the city a little bit. We're like, might as well turn it into a couple day trip. So we're gonna go hang out in San Francisco, go check out the matte black G-Wagon, possibly end up driving it home, we'll see, but I will let you guys know. So if you want to stay tuned for the next vlog that's coming, be sure to give this one a thumbs up, hit the red subscribe button, and hopefully next time you guys see me, I will be driving in a G-Wagon. See you there.